When the charm fades and the anger kicks in, things get awkward fast. Celebrities storming off or smashing cameras is not what the PR team had in mind. Here are the moments when celebrities lost their cool and control seen by millions. When Tarantino got fed up on live TV. The interviewer brought up movie violence, and Tarantino was not having it.
I'm so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence.
He pushed back hard, refusing to answer the question and raising his tone.
I refuse your question.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master.
Tarantino made it clear he was not there for a debate.
This is a commercial for the movie, make no mistake. And you know where I stand on it.
The more the interviewer pressed, the more frustrated Tarantino became.
It's none of your damn business what I think about that. And I have explained it. And I have explained even what you're talking about. I'm just not giving it to you.
It ended with him calling out the interview as a ratings move.
And your show, and your rating. It is about you want me to say it for you. For your show, this show, right here, right now.
Kanye West gets in heated exchange with Sway Calloway. Kanye sat down for an interview on Shade 45 with Sway Calloway. Kanye became frustrated while discussing his struggles to break into fashion. He began to raise his voice, passionately comparing himself to famous creators and icons. Sway tried to challenge him gently, but that only made Kanye angrier.
Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man.
Sway offered a suggestion, but Kanye snapped. He shouted over him, refusing to hear advice.
Up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh.
Tension kept building as Kanye repeated that Sway did not understand.
Steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Even when Sway opened up about his own failures, Kanye dismissed them and kept dominating the conversation.
Finish my question, dog.
Man, man.
Let me hear the question,
you don't have
man.
the answers.
I'm asking.
Keith Allen explodes on late night panel. It all starts with Keith Allen already angry. He leans in toward the woman by the table, looking furious.
Don't say that to me. How dare you do that? How dare you stand there and say to me...
He shouted in disbelief, upset over how the show was being framed.
How dare you stand there and say to me it's wonderful TV? I mean, so f***ing stupid. This whole program is about situation comedy, all right?
Keith called the whole setup fake and said it was all just bad comedy.
Stupid. This whole program is about situation comedy, all right? This is a situation comedy you've ever had.
He kept repeating himself, louder each time, while everyone else just froze.
Shit. Shit.
But that was not it. He turned back and let loose all over again.
How dare you do that? How dare you stand there and say, this is a situation comedy. If you edit it correctly, it's a situation comedy.
He called out everyone in the room, said he was done, and threatened to leave.
You really are dead. And I like your telephone manner, it's nice.
Before walking away, he made one last harsh remark and told them off completely.
All of you, and the producer bastard up there, all of you.
Nicki Minaj calls out the double standard. She spoke with fire in her voice while applying makeup. Her tone turned sharp as she compared how men act and how women are judged for the same behavior.
When Wayne walks on a set and say, don't talk to me, have my music ready, get the up out of my face and I'm gonna blow this in your face all day.
Then she mocked the reaction people have when she stands up for herself. The room felt heavy as she mimicked their dramatic outrage.
Every time I put my foot down and stand up for myself, it's like, we've heard about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj shut down a photo shoot, oh my God.
She pointed straight ahead and demanded quality, not just for herself, but because of the effort she puts in.
You heard. Now, when I come to a photo shoot, let it be of quality. You know why? Because I put quality in what I do.
She made it clear she would not settle for low standards anymore.
And you got a $50 clothes budget and some sliced pickles on board. You want to know what? No, I am going to leave.
Her tone softened only slightly as she questioned why wanting respect feels wrong.
Is that wrong? For wanting more for myself? Wanting people to treat me with respect?
Mike Tyson loses control at press conference. Tension was already high when Mike Tyson turned toward someone in the crowd. What followed was not about boxing. He launched into a furious verbal attack that caught everyone off guard.
Straight to Jackie, you punk-ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot.
The insults quickly escalated. He did not just raise his voice, he crossed boundaries with disturbing threats that made the room feel uneasy.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say my face.
Tyson showed no sign of stopping. His words became more aggressive, laced with personal and shocking statements that clearly disturbed those nearby.
You ask for that, everybody. You bitch. Come on, you bitch. You're scared coward. You not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world.
As the attack continued, the atmosphere turned heavier. Even his own team seemed unsure how to respond, while Tyson shouted one final shocking threat.
Now, you hoe, scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
When interview chairs turn into hot seats, it went from awkward to fiery in seconds. Andrew Dice Clay was not ready for a soft talk about his past. What should have been a simple interview turned into a full-blown meltdown. Clay looked confused and offended. The question about him running a gym triggered disbelief and anger.
A gym?
Weren't you running a gym at some point?
You're supposed to be a news guy. Where you getting your fucking information?
That's our research. You weren't.
This is ridiculous.
He shouted back, insulted the channel, and dismissed everything with loud frustration.
This is ridiculous. I come on CNN, and the guy don't even know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
You at no point were.
His tone turned harsh. He mocked the question and lost all patience.
Talking about what? You need a workout or something? Jesus fucking Christ! With these guys, I come on the news for 2 seconds, and you want to say?
Clay cursed at the host and stormed off, leaving shock behind.
We thought that you could hold
go
back.
Fuck yourself. You know what?
All right.
Fuck the whole fucking.
Naomi Campbell took over the room. Naomi Campbell did not just defend her choice. She turned the entire debate into a personal war. What began as a discussion turned into a fiery clash with Nicole Trunfio that stunned the whole room. Naomi sat stiff, her hands near her temples. She looked tense, as if ready for a storm. Nicole calmly tried to speak up.
Naomi, I have to say, though...
Nicole disagreed with elimination decision of Naomi. But Naomi cut her off sharply, defending her authority and making it very personal.
Your decision?
This was my elimination room, and I chose in what's out there. I'm an editor of a magazine in Russia and in Germany, and you know...
Nicole stayed polite, but Naomi grew louder, throwing down harsh truths about modeling agencies and poor professionalism.
Okay? You know that IMG in America are not going to hire Anushka.
How do you know? She's so young.
She's not there.
Nicole tried to explain a practical issue with a dress. Naomi was having none of it.
I never told her to lift up her dress coming down.
She lifted her dress.
Her dress was much too long. Her dress was
Where was Anushka's hands yesterday?
At the front of the dress.
Then came the explosion. Naomi pointed, shouted, and repeated herself over and over. She told Nicole to never compare herself.
Don't compare. Don't compare yourself to me.
Naomi yelled that Nicole was not on her level and never would be. Nicole was stunned, but kept calm.
When I worked for Gianni Versace, I never touched my dress. Show me a picture.
Even as Nicole tried to shift focus back to the contestant, Naomi kept making it about herself.
You make the best of it.
I'm not talking about me here. We're not talking about you.
I'm talking about the girl. I base my mentoring on responsibility.
Nicole stood up, called the talk pointless, and left with grace. Naomi stayed locked in fury.
Everyone, good luck. I think all of you have an amazing talent. I'll see you very soon. So, thank you both.
Tom Cruise snaps on 60 Minutes. Well known for his control and charm in interviews, Cruz showed a different side during this tense moment on 60 Minutes Australia. The interview begins with Cruz in good mood, but the first question was personal.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
He does not answer right away and tries to understand the reason behind the question.
What do you mean, Peter?
Cruz looked calm at first, but that changed when the questions got too much personal.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other?
He leaned forward and stopped the interviewer mid-sentence, saying the line was being crossed.
Listen, here's the thing, Peter. Yeah. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I suppose they're questions that people wanted.
The calm tone was gone. Cruz was now in control of the room. He told the interviewer to take ownership of the questions and stop hiding behind public curiosity.
I suppose they're questions that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know. Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay.
Cruz was not done. He gave a sharp warning to show some manners, and the message was loud and clear.
Right now.
You're right.
Okay. So, I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
Naomi Campbell again, and this time slapped the camera. Things got uncomfortable very quickly when Naomi Campbell was asked about a diamond linked to a war crimes trial. Her mood visibly shifted as the questions kept coming, and what followed was one of the most intense moments ever caught on camera during an interview.
Received a diamond from Charles.
I didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Did you have dinner, though, with Charles Taylor?
I had dinner with Nelson Mandela. Thank you very much.
As the interviewer pushed harder, Naomi's irritation turned into anger. The mood in the room got colder with each passing second.
Dinner with Nelson Mandela. Thank you very much.
And did his men bring you a diamond? A diamond in the rough, sort of a large diamond?
No, we're not answering these questions.
But the interviewer continued, hinting Naomi did not help the prosecution. That was the tipping point.
We've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Naomi stands up, clearly done. She throws a sharp goodbye and hits the camera with her hand as she storms off. Her exit was fast and loud. The camera shook, the interview ended, and Naomi made headlines.
Case.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
When trash talk turns into table tossing, some people know how to push just the right button. In this case, the host was doing it on purpose. He called Jim Everett by the wrong name, again and again, knowing it would hit a nerve. Everett tried to stay calm at first, but his body language said otherwise.
You know, we're sitting here right now, and if you guys want to take a station break, you can. But if you call me Chris Everett to my face one more time...
I already did it twice.
You better...
Everett gave a serious warning, saying one more insult would cross the line.
If you call one more time, we better take a station break.
Well, it's a 5-minute segment.
The host smirked and acted like nothing would happen. He tossed back the same insult once more.
Well, I think that you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
That was it. Everett exploded. He stood up, flipped the table, and knocked the host off his chair. Chaos broke loose in seconds. It was loud, messy, and totally unexpected. The room turned into a scene you would expect from a fight, not a talk show. Scarlett Johansson was done with this question. During an Avengers press interview, Scarlett Johansson was hit with a question she'd clearly heard too many times, and this time, she was not letting it slide. The interviewer asked about what she wore under her costume. Patience of Scarlett snapped, and she pushed back immediately, visibly annoyed.
Undergarments?
You're like the fifth person that's asking that.
Well, no, because
what is going on? Since when did people start asking each other?
She challenged the relevance of question, gesturing in disbelief, while Jeremy Renner looked amused beside her.
Since when did people start asking each other in interviews about their underwear?
No, because it is such a skin tight. Here's
I'll
why.
leave it up to your imagination.
Oh, see?
Okay?
Is that...
Whatever you feel like.
As the interviewer scrambled to explain himself, Scarlett kept pushing, calling out the awkwardness head on.
Well,
is it inappropriate?
To ask somebody what kind of underpants they wear?
I didn't ask you what kind.
You just asked me if I was wearing any.
Could you?
No, what do you wear underneath?
Like, what do you wear underneath something
Overalls.
Like that? Do you wear clothes?
The tension lingered, even as the conversation shifted.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit more than a wetsuit. Was I wearing underwear? I mean, gosh, ask Joss.
I did.
You asked Joss what kind of underwear he wears?
No.
Will Smith confronts reporter at movie premiere. The red carpet event quickly took a heated turn as a male reporter got too close for comfort. As the reporter attempted to kiss him, face of Smith turned from a smile to clear frustration.
Oh my God. There you go.
Without hesitation, Smith pushed the reporter away, his body language sharp and his expression changing to one of anger. The situation clearly escalated in an instant. Smith pointed at the reporter, confronting him directly with a demand for an explanation. The tension in his voice was unmistakable, and it seemed the reporter was caught off guard. As the reporter stumbled backward, eyes of Smith followed him, still visibly annoyed. The crowd reacted in shock, while Smith remained firm and focused on the unfolding awkwardness.
What's your problem, buddy?
Smith, clearly unsettled by what had just happened, started to explain the bizarre encounter to the reporters. His frustration was evident as he tried to make sense of the behavior of the reporter.
Oh, this joker, he lucky I ain't sucker punch him. Oh, sorry, I said that on camera.
Smith, now visibly calmer but still with a stern expression, joked that the reporter was lucky he had not reacted more strongly. His sarcastic tone contrasted with the seriousness of the situation.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I will. Hey, what's up?
Travis Barker and skinhead Rob reacts against an insulting question. The interview takes a strange turn when the interviewer asks about dressing like a monkey.
Idiot. Oh, man.
A question that pushes the celebrities over the edge. Fred Durst reacts strongly to the bizarre monkey question.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Clearly annoyed by the odd line of questioning. Anger of Fred rises, and he directs a harsh insult towards the interviewer, questioning the logic behind the strange inquiry.
Get the off my bus.
Fred demands the interviewer leave, with Travis supporting the decision as the tension builds.
Get the off my bus. Take off.
Fred stands up, signaling for the interviewer to leave immediately, still furious over the ridiculous question.
Actually, autograph picture.
Fred follows the interviewer, ensuring they leave as the uncomfortable moment continues.
Idiot.
Travis reflects on the odd monkey question, still confused and irritated by antics of interviewer.
You gonna do anything crazy out of the ordinary?
When Johnny Rotten went off on live TV. Things took a sharp turn when John Lydon reacted badly to a question about a political leader. He suddenly cut off the host with a firm tone and stared straight into the camera.
When a man is talking, do not interrupt.
He raised his voice again, looking clearly annoyed, and told her to stop speaking.
Thoughts on Margaret Thatcher then?
Hey,
Margaret
stop.
Thatcher.
Hey, Mrs., shut up.
Without holding back, he added a harsh comment about being interrupted, saying it in a way that sounded controlling and cold.
Like one of them dreadful loud birds I don't like, okay?
He went further, insulting the way she sounded while she sat there looking shocked.
Whoever you are,
Go for it.
shut up.
Even when she asked politely to speak again, he shut her down without hesitation, raising his finger like a warning.
Am I allowed to ask you a question now?
No.
No.
You need to be quiet.
She tried to ask her question again carefully, but he showed no patience, and prepared to cut her off yet again.
The question I was interested to ask you about on that topic was you lived under Margaret.
Now please listen to me.
He then ended with another comment about her voice, saying it was too loud, while glaring with visible frustration.
To me, you're very loud. You have to turn yourself down.
Tom Cruise got angry on Prankster. Things escalated quickly at the War of the Worlds premiere when a prankster squirted Tom Cruise with water from a fake microphone. His initial surprise turned to frustration as he realized the prank had crossed a line.
Yes. No, why would you do that?
Cruise, visibly shocked, demands to know why the prankster would do something like this. His calm yet intense tone suggests that this situation is far from over.
No, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Come here. Why would you do that?
Cruise prevents the prankster from leaving, continuing to press for an answer. It is clear that Cruise is not willing to let this incident pass easily, and his anger grows.
No, wait 1 second. What's so funny about that?
Frustration of Cruise intensifies as he interrupts the excuse of prankster, making it clear that he finds such behavior completely unacceptable. The tension rises as Cruise asserts his disapproval.
It's ridiculous. Do you like making less of people?
Bill O'Reilly set the whole studio on fire. This was not a simple mistake. It was a total meltdown. What happened turned a quiet studio into pure chaos. He seemed confused by the script, hesitated, then admitted he could not continue.
I can't do it.
Frustration built fast, and his body language showed growing tension.
Do it. We'll do it live. Okay.
Suddenly, he shouted and slammed the idea of doing another take.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
The shouting got louder, and he pointed while demanding it be done live.
And we'll do it live.
After the outburst, he sat back down, still fuming, but ready to try again.
And we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
When President lost his cool on live TV. In a clash that felt more like a courtroom than an interview, Donald Trump snapped when Leslie Stahl brought receipts. His tone turned defensive as he blamed the media and claimed he had no other way to speak to people.
Media. But the media is fake, and frankly, if I didn't have social media, I'd have no way of getting out my voice.
Things took a sharp turn when the interviewer brought up something he allegedly said before. That did not sit well with him.
You said to me, I say that because I need to discredit you so that when you say negative things about me, no one will believe you.
He snapped back, saying the media had discredited itself.
To discredit you.
But that's what you told me.
You've discredited yourself.
You know, I didn't want to have this.
As she pushed forward, he cut her off, visibly angry now.
Excuse me, Leslie, you started with me. Your first statement was, are you ready for tough questions?
He said her way of speaking was completely wrong. That was the moment his patience ran out.
Are you?
That's no way to talk. It's no way to talk.
Leslie, one second.
Without warning, he ended the interview, saying they had enough.
I think we have enough of an interview here, Hope. Okay, that's enough. Let's go. Let's go.
He got up and walked off. The room stayed silent as he left, without looking back.
Thanks. I'll see you in a little while. Thanks.
Be careful.
Justin Bieber had enough and walked out. It was meant to be a light-hearted interview in Spain, but it turned into something awkward. Bieber had been quiet for most of it, but you could see he was not enjoying the direction it was going. The host excitedly talks about making a viral video. Bieber listens without much reaction, giving a flat, "Let us do it." But his face says he is already checked out.
So fast, they are the biggest YouTubers in Europe. They got like hundreds of millions of followers. Se los vamos a presentar. Vamos a presentárselos. Okay.
Hundreds of millions.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Come with us. Come with us.
And they are YouTubers.
No yelling, no drama. He took off his headphones and walked off without looking back. The hosts were caught off guard, calling after him with confused expressions.
And they are YouTubers.
Vamos aquí, ¿cómo estás?
Here.
They tried to cover the moment, suggesting maybe he went to the bathroom, but that exit looked final. Even the anchors later seemed unsure how to explain it.
See, he walked out without a word or an explanation. I actually give him credit for this one. You know what? He didn't make a big fuss, he didn't yell, he didn't scream, felt uncomfortable, stepped out. But other Bieber fans don't feel the way about this.
Bill Burr had enough on the red carpet. Red carpet interviews are usually light and fun, but this one turned awkward fast. Bill Burr looked serious as a question came in that felt more like a trap than small talk.
I was reading up, that perhaps you've been supportive of what he did. What is your take on that?
His tone turned sharp as he pushed back. He clearly thought the question was misleading.
I don't think you read up on it, because I said what I felt about it, and I said what a lot of people said.
Some people took it that way, so could you clarify?
No.
Things got more tense when he refused to explain further. He called out the media for chasing views instead of real stories.
No, I'm not going to just have some controversial moment so you can get clicks. I'm not doing that. I'm here for Conan.
A second interviewer jumped in with another big topic. Mood of Burr did not change. He quickly shut it down.
You guys always goes, should we be thinking this? Duh. You guys present stuff like that.
Then, in full sarcasm mode, he listed off random videos he watches instead of news, trying to shift the tone.
I watch lions and hyenas fight each other. This is the things that I do.
But it ended with a cold reality. Burr said he is just a clown and not responsible for world problems. His stare and gestures said he meant every word. Robert Downey Jr. shuts down personal questions. This was supposed to be a movie promo, but it turned into a moment that said a lot about respect and boundaries in interviews. The interview opened casually, with Downey sitting relaxed and ready. But when the interviewer shifted toward personal topics, body language of Downey changed.
Talking about the movie, but we also would like to talk a little bit about you, and I don't know how comfortable you are, talking about.
He stayed calm, but gave short answers that hinted at discomfort.
For the moment,
you have as much time as anyone else will.
Yeah, well, okay, well then.
Then came a direct question about his past struggles, and the tension grew.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again and taking drugs and drinking and all of that.
Downey stopped him and asked what was even going on here.
Still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions.
He stood up and ended it right there, leaving the host stunned and speechless.
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
Okay, that's okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Are you...
The world of celebrities is filled with drama, and these moments prove that. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments.